Survivors are still being rescued after Monday's devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria, but the official death toll has passed 25,000.
Moscow launched a massive wave of strikes hitting multiple cities across Ukraine, one day after Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to Europe.
The 7 crew of the International Space Station received 3 tons of new supplies when an uncrewed vessel from Kazakhstan arrived this morning. In the Turkish city of Adıyaman, a woman, Emin Murat, was pulled alive from the rubble of her home. She'd survived for 128 hours since Monday's earthquake, the disaster that officials trying to keep tally say has cost 25,000 lives. German rescue teams and the Austrian army have suspended their rescue operations in Turkey due to what they call an increasingly difficult security situation. News agency AFP reported clashes between unidentified groups. At the same time, the Turkey-Armenia border opened on Saturday for the first time in 35 years to carry humanitarian aid to people affected by the 2 earthquakes in southern Turkey. The World Health Organization's chief visited Syria, where more than 5 million people have been made homeless in the disaster.
Russia bombarded Ukraine in a large-scale attack on Friday, hitting several cities, including Kyiv, forcing residents to take cover in underground metro stations. The strikes happened just one day after the Ukrainian president visited several European countries, lobbying for long-range weapons.
Друге, що важливо було в цьому тижні, наш дипломатичний марафон. Лондон, Париж, Брюссель. Всюди я говорив цими днями про те, як посилити наших воїнів. Є дуже важливі домовленості, і ми отримали хороші сигнали.
Kyiv says it's already submitted a request for F-16 fighter jets from the Netherlands. However, Switzerland has rejected a request from Spain to allow exports of Swiss-made anti-aircraft guns to Ukraine. The U.S. military shot down a second high-altitude object in American airspace, this time off the coast of Alaska on Friday. The White House said it was posing a reasonable threat to civilian flights.
So I can confirm that the Department...
It is still unclear where this object came from, but it was approximately the size of a small car.
We don't understand the full purpose. We don't have any information that would confirm a stated purpose for this object. We do expect to be able to recover the debris since it fell not only within our territorial space, but on what we believe is frozen water. So a recovery effort will be made.
This comes after a Chinese surveillance balloon was shot down last week, raising security concerns and a fierce political blowback against the Biden administration.
Hundreds of thousands of people demonstrated across France on Saturday, seeking to keep up pressure on the government over its pension reform plans, including a move to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64. The demonstrations drew young people and others opposed to the pension proposals who hadn't been able to attend the previous 3 days of action, all held on weekdays. Saturday's protests featured flashes of unrest. One car and several rubbish bins were set on fire on a central Parisian boulevard as police charged the crowd and dispersed protesters with tear gas.
Final protest commenced. We're about 106 meters away from the International Space Station.
NASA's control room counting down Progress 83's approach. 3 tons of supplies sent from Kazakhstan.
14 meters now separating Progress and the International Space Station.
Range is 3 meters. Contact confirmed.
Essential supplies for the international crew of 5 men and 2 women.
Congratulations with such a successful docking, guys.